Welcome everyone to the L7C Podcast NFL edition. Today we are back with another update on what's going on around the NFL. We have the EVP with us, Mr. Justin Ackendale. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing well, man. After Saturday, after what Kirby and the Georgia Bulldogs did to me, we just rolled it into Sunday for the NFL. And it wasn't the worst day watching and gambling on football for your boys. So, yeah, I'm in a pretty good mood. Football did not fuck me this weekend.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Kirby Smart. Make sure you listen to our college football pod so you can hear our full reactions to that the Kirby Smart masterclass and what they did to Texas.
I'm telling you right now, this entire podcast, if I'm looking at a box score and I see a Georgia Bulldog, I might wolf. I might bark. And I ain't talking about the Browns.
Oh man, it did just even though they are not on anything to talk about though, but shout out Myles Garrett, man.
Oh, that's an Aggie. It's an Aggie.
I know he's an Aggie, but shout out to Myles. He's probably he might break that sack record.
That boy's a baller. God. Hey. You could have you did not have to stay there. You didn't. You could have mucked it up. You could have got your NBA on and got the hell up out of there. I don't know why you didn't. That's what happens when you be loyal. See, sometimes you gotta think about you and your own legacy instead of being a good teammate or money or all this bullshit. You should have got it when you had the chance.
Yeah, no, he locked in there. He locked in. All right, Justin, let's work our way. Let's work our way backwards. So we had a Monday night game, which did involve the Dallas Cowboys against the Oakland Raiders. I mean, yeah.
you refuse to call them the Las Vegas Raiders.
Absolutely,
you do
not.
This shit all the time. You do it on purpose now.
Absolutely not, bro. Because they ain't got no fans over there in Vegas, man. Their real fans were in Oakland. They should not have moved them. I get it; it's for money, whatever. But the Las Vegas Raiders, nah, bro. That sounds terrible. Just the Raiders.
They just suck.
They do just suck.
They're just ass, bro. Like, yes, the Cowboys got some reinforcements on defense. They got a bunch of guys back. Overshown came back. Quentin Williams made his debut. And the Raiders did not hold up their end of the bargain scoring on offense. That's the one thing that pissed me off about this weekend. I took the over in this game. It ended up pushing, but that shit should have hit. And I didn't bet on this game until I saw what Dallas's defense was about to do. And once I realized that we were playing some defense in this fucking game, I put the bet in at -1.5. And Dak showed up. Let's see. Goes sword. Dak showed up 25 for 33, 268 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't know why CD Lamb and George Pickens didn't start on that first drive.
Yeah, that was weird.
Because the offense ain't about to do shit if those niggas ain't playing. So, which is crazy because the Raiders are that shitty that the Cowboys really said, we ain't about to have our 2 best weapons out on the field for the first drive, and we still gonna whoop y'all. We still gonna beat y'all niggas down. And then once they got into the game, they proceeded to go off. George Pickens had 11 targets, 9 receptions, 144 yards, 1 touchdown. CD Lamb had 7 targets, 5 receptions, 66 yards and a touchdown, and the defense held Genty to they only held Genty to 7 yards rushing. Geno Smith threw another interception. There was nothing really downfield. Brock Bowers didn't really get off. Yeah, the Raiders really were bad, but credit to the Cowboys. They're getting pressure on Geno Smith. I think they sacked him. How many times they sacked him? Yeah, they sacked Geno 4 times. Got a safety on him. So, yeah, the Cowboys put on a good performance. And after their teammate committed suicide to the week before, you knew that the Raiders really didn't stand a chance.
Right. Yeah, that was still a tragedy. And I mean, the Cowboys, they look good. I mean, Dak looks good. I mean, again, we've said it. Dak's regulars, like, their offense has never truly, really, like, been the problem for them. It's just when it matters, it just somehow just magically fumbles in the playoffs. But I mean, their offense is explosive. I mean, Pickens really balled out, and like CD is CD. It's like that offense gets going and the defense is just somewhat competent, they can win games.
It's what they do. They beat shitty teams.
And
Teams
sometimes that's all you need to do.
Yeah, teams, especially like the Raiders, they beat pretty consistently teams like the Raiders in this spot. And the Raiders are clearly broken right now. I don't know if Pete Carroll makes it in the next season, but it's not worked at all. So I don't know what they end up doing, but yeah, shout out to the Cowboys, man. Their playoff hopes are still alive. The
Yep.
schedule gets fucking brutal to end it off. So we'll see.
Yep. And then from them, they're up the other NFC East team that had a big game. I mean, the Eagles, they went and beat Detroit over the weekend.
Yeah, and it's been more the same with the Eagles.
Hmm.
Offensive struggles, great defense,
Hmm.
and wins.
Yeah.
And and wins. The Eagles last week. I'm looking at the lines. Yeah, the Eagles last week on Monday night got that 10-7 win against Green Bay at Green Bay, and then they proceeded and they went home and pretty much shut down the Lions too. The Lions, Jared Goff was uncomfortable the entire night. They really couldn't get it going. They couldn't sustain drives. They couldn't really score touchdowns. The only really thing that worked for them offensively was Jahmyr Gibbs catching and running with
Hmm.
the ball. But that's it. That's an issue with the Lions. Outdoors, cold. Jared Goff is historically not really the best spot for him. But yeah, the Eagles once again not really doing anything on offense, but their defense really showed up to play. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter were literally batting down balls. Georgia players, mind you, batting down balls the entire game. Jordan Davis at least had 3 pass deflections in that game, but yeah, man, they've just been holding strong defensive performances. The Lions just needed to convert 1 first down, maybe to win that 1 4th down to win that game, and they just couldn't get it done
Yeah. And then Eagles are playing the Cowboys this week.
this week. Yeah, 425
So Cowboys play the Eagles this Sunday, and then they have their Thanksgiving game on the Thursday.
against the Chiefs, yes,
Wow. Chiefs and Eagles back to back?
and then the Lions next Thursday after
Oh, whoa. I did not know that was their 3 game thanks
yeah,
holidays. Jeez.
that's those are the next 3 games for the Cowboys.
All prime time.
Oh yeah, of course. 2 back-to-back Thursday night games in the 425 game. You already know it's national TV every goddamn week. You know this.
Yeah, I do. I do.
But
Wow.
yeah, if the Cowboys can catch the Eagles slipping, just like the Giants did that Thursday
Hmm.
night game, division matchups on the road can be tough. The defense is playing better. If they can get a win here, I don't think they're going to beat Kansas City next week. That's just a game the Cowboys always fucking lose. Like they ain't beating Patrick Mahomes. But if they can beat Detroit, they gotta go. They gotta go to Detroit. But if they can beat Detroit, they'll be right in it. They'll be right in the mix. And then beating Detroit is a team that's in front of you. Now the Panthers are also in front of the Cowboys, and the Cowboys lost head to head to them. But if they can get that win against Detroit, they might be able to back their way into the playoffs.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. As man, you said I know you said that's a game that they lose, but and I know we're going to talk about them later, but you sure the Cowboys couldn't beat this current Chiefs team?
Now, I think just like handicapping that specific matchup,
Mhm.
I don't care that the Cowboys defense has been playing better, and we'll see how they do against the Eagles. But I don't care. Patrick Mahomes is going to find a way to carve that fucking defense up. I don't care what's going on. Going
Oh,
on with them, how they looked, any of that. Patrick Mahomes is going to eat those niggas up alive. So that's what I'm
jeez.
worried. That's what I'm worried about. Shit, especially if they lose this week against the Colts, then they really gonna need a win.
Yeah.
Like it will be a truly must-win situation if it comes out of that. If the Chiefs lose this game this week, I think it's at Indy too. So if they lose that game, oh yeah, there's no way the Cowboys win that game.
What's the spread on the Cowboys Eagles right now?
It was 4.5
Okay.
last night. Right now, according to PFF, which takes all of them and gives you consensus, it's 3.5. So
Okay. Okay.
early money on the Cowboys right now.
All
And
right.
I think that's a fair line. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a close game, regardless of the outcome of if the Eagles win or if the Cowboys pull it off. Because the Eagles have been playing close games for a month now. The offenses look broken, but hey, if there's a team to get right against defensively, up until this past week, it's been the Cowboys. So we'll see how that goes. But I think I'm gonna pick the Cowboys in this one. I think we're gonna do it. And
Yeah, because
the Eagles are due. The Eagles are due for another loss. They've been kind of fucking around.
yeah, they have been. They have been. Because correct me if I'm wrong, the first game of the year was Eagles Cowboys, and wasn't that game close? I mean, I know that was overshadowed by the spitting incident, but
CD Lamb dropping the ball too, but he has been dropping the ball lately.
yeah,
But yeah, that's why.
that's what I remember that. That'll be a very good game. Red zone thing, red zone fix. Our guy, he he just had one of those games where it's just like, wow, Joshua Allen, not one, not two, six total touchdowns in one game.
He gave the whole Josh Allen experience that
Hmm.
game too because he backed up and I think it was the second quarter. I think he threw a terrible fucking pick. Like
Hmm.
I don't even know what the fuck he was looking at, but he threw a pick there. But then once the fourth quarter got around, Josh Allen was just too much of them. Like you said, 6 touchdowns, three passing, 317 yards, and then three on the ground. Just
Yep.
just too much for him. But the Bills defense was not good once again. Sean Tucker had 3 touchdowns in the game, 19 carries for 106 yards, and two
Hmm.
receptions for 34 yards and a touchdown. So the Bills still have the same problems. They're going to get into and not to mention, Josh Allen has beat me in all fantasy leagues this week. I would have won some fans. I would have probably won all my fantasy leagues if Josh Allen did not exist. I played him I played him in all leagues, which is some bullshit. But besides the point, the Bills have the same issues. Their defense is not going to get any better. So it's going to be Josh Allen winning shootouts to get to the Super Bowl or winning the playoffs because the defense is not there, and the Bucs are still injured. They only have really Abuka at wide receiver, still no Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin, no Bucky Irvin, and
Yeah.
they were still able to really move the ball and run it against the Bills. So I'm a little concerned about Buffalo's defense, but they got Josh Allen back there, so they're going to be in a lot of football games just off that fact alone.
Yeah. And I know we talked about this the last time we were on, and it is still progressing that way. That Patriots game is getting bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah,
Like, woof.
they lost them the first time, and the Patriots
Hmm.
keep winning. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's going to be a big game. That's going to be a must win game for sure. In week
They gotta flex that. That has to become a prime time game.
in week that is not about to be a 1 p.m. game as it's scheduled for right now. There is no way. It's either going to be a 4:25 game somehow they're going to push it back, or it's going to be in one of the regular primetime spots. But
Yeah, that has to get flexed.
there's no way that stays a 1 p.m. game.
So that'll be yeah, Patriots still, man. Shout out to them. Another team, man. You're so far, and I guess you're right about them. The Bears leading the North right now.
Do they look good? No. Are they winning? Yes. They just keep finding ways to win football games. pretty much the action in this game happened towards the end. The Bears were pretty much leading the entire way. JJ McCarthy played like dog shit the entire game, except their last drive where he scores a touchdown to go up against the Bears, and then last drive, Caleb Williams gets it down, and the Bears kick a field goal to win it.
7-3.
First place,
First place.
first place.
First place, man. I know there's still lots of football left, but I mean, there's not that much. We have more seasons already happened than there is that's left.
True, but there's a lot of football left.
Because
There's
we're
a lot
what,
of
week
football left.
week 11? 11 of
It,
17?
yeah, it's about to be week 12, and they got some tough ass games. Like they got some tough games left. They played the Steelers this week at home, but their next three games are at Eagles, at Packers, hosting the Browns, Packers again, at 49ers, hosting the Lions.
Well, they're not going to win all of them. Let's just say they win at least maybe half. That's probably going to put them in the playoffs if they win half of them.
Oh yeah, I think they're a playoff team. We talk about winning the division though.
Mm.
I need them to win for my gamble, for my bet. I need them to win the division. So they need to sweep those games against that division.
Well, the Packers don't look. I mean, they don't look special. Like it's some days they look like they're the greatest thing. Some days they just look. So I could see them at least winning one of those games.
Yeah, probably split against the Packers. They already got their asses beat at Detroit, but Jared Goff wanted to come outside in Week 18. He wanted to come outside in Chicago and Soldier Field. So
Yeah.
that's going to even the playing field a little bit. We'll see. The 49ers looked great. They got Brock Purdy back. They whooped up on the Cardinals. Their offense is looking good, but they're really injured defensively. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And, hey, don't sleep on Cleveland, man.
No,
Hey,
they just get in their own. They get in their own way every time. You said brought up Jared Goff and his former team, the Rams. They beat the Seahawks 21-19. Justin, I don't know about like this game. It's weird because Darnold he had one of his worst games, like the 4-pick game. But the fact that he had 4 picks and the Seahawks were still in the game, I don't know how to take that.
the Seahawks defense gave the Rams problems. Their defense is for real. It kept them in the game despite Sam Darnold turning the ball over so much. They drove it. They got down. They got down there to the red zone. They just couldn't punch it in. And with the turnovers on top of that, they weren't going to end up winning the game. But it doesn't sour me on the Seahawks at all. Really, they get to play the Rams again in Week 16.
Mhm.
So they're still in contention to win the division. They still have games against the Rams and the 49ers, the two teams that already beat them, the other being the Tampa Bay. So I'm not any lower on the Seahawks than I was 2 weeks ago when we were on here. Sam Darnold just has to play better in those games, and they gotta score some touchdowns instead of kick so many field goals. But yeah, they clean up those turnovers. They can beat anyone. So I'm not really concerned about them. It's just a tough game, and they're going to Tennessee this week, so they're going to get
they're going to get right.
Look great.
Chiefs, this is the one, man.
Whew.
Loss to the Broncos. You talked about Chicago keeps winning somehow. The Broncos keep winning. They're what, eight game win streak?
Yeah, but Denver has a nasty defense. Their front is Chicago's defense isn't as good as
Denver's.
Yeah, it isn't as good as Denver's, and I could not understand why when I bet on that game the Chiefs were 4.5-point favorites. Mind you, I thought they were going to win the game. Now, don't get me wrong, but 4.5 points on the road at Mile High against that defense.
The Chiefs, name brand. They're the Chiefs.
Like that was crazy, but yeah, Patrick Mahomes had a bad pick, but in the second half, they started to get it going a little bit. I thought they were going to put them away, but they scored that Travis Kelce touchdown in the fourth quarter and missed that extra point. and that gave the Broncos the chance to get in the field goal range. Will Lutz 5 fucking field goals, and
Hmm.
it it's the opposite of how the Eagles and Lions went because Dan Campbell did not take the points in the chances that he had. He was not kicking field goals. He said fuck that shit, and the Broncos just kicked field goals the entire game, and I guess their defense is better, so they can get away with that because the Chiefs really weren't doing shit offensively most of the time. Patrick Mahomes was under duress; he was under pressure. They weren't really clicking offensively, and when your defense is that good, you can win. You can win games like that. They didn't have to be overly aggressive, taking fourth downs. They didn't really need to take,
Yeah.
and they got the dub at home.
I wish I had, which I didn't even want to try and play our own audio over this because whatever powers to be might say that we copyrighted ourselves, but whatever. But I wish I was able to play the audio from you from last year when you stated that the NFL gods is just wasn't going to happen in the same way because last year the Kansas City Chiefs and we kept saying they couldn't get away with it. And you said it. You had a quote from last year saying this. They were 11 and 0 in one score games last year. 11 and 0.
Yeah,
This year, 0 and 5.
and if you can find that and tell me which podcast it is, I'll clip it and put it in here.
Yeah, because we kept
If
saying there was no way they could keep getting a. Because remember last year, Denver, they won on like Denver double doinking a field goal.
right,
Like,
and this year they're 0-5 in one score games. They haven't
yes,
won
the
one
complete
score
NFL
game.
pendulum.
Yeah. Like I said last year, you can't keep winning games like this.
You
Like
did. You
you
did.
can't you can't have you can't it took a year for it to happen, but it finally did. You can't play with your food like this every single game and expect to win. And the division's better now. Like I said earlier this year, Denver is taking a leap, at least defensively. I don't think Bo Nix is taking not one leap, but
No.
the Chargers are better despite them getting rocked, destroyed by Jacksonville this week. But yeah, the division's better. The AFC as a whole is better. Like this week, they're going to Indy, and Indy's been winning a bunch of games. So it's just tough. They're 5-5 now. They're not going to win their division unless Denver collapses, which I doubt. I doubt we see a collapse of that proportion. So they're gonna have to get into the wild card, and they're not currently in the wild card as of today. Pulling up the
I have it. They're current. This is how bad I guess they are. They're currently ninth. They're behind the Texans, who I think are still ass, but they are 5-5 now.
but on NFL.com playoff probability, they're 50. The Chiefs are 51%, and the
Yeah, I don't
Texans are
know how. I
29.
don't know where the fuck these probabilities are coming from, but that's crazy work. But then go underneath to see the Ravens won 77.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you that one if so. I'll give you the scenario. The Ravens play the Jets this week.
Hmm.
Most likely are going to whoop their ass.
Yes.
The the Steelers play the Bears.
Hmm.
Not as confident, and Aaron Rodgers is hurt.
Hmm.
They will have the same record. They're going to have the same record if the Ravens win and the Steelers lose. So they'll be tied, and they still got to play each other twice.
Hmm.
So if the
Okay.
Ravens can win the division, it it totally swung around. The Ravens are right back in the mix to win the division. Like I
Yeah,
said, like I
you're
said, what
right.
happened?
You did. I mean, we'll see. Because this thing's kind of wacky now. Because shoot, if the playoffs started today, a Super Bowl contender, everyone thought the Lions are out the playoffs.
Yeah, the Lions are not in it, and then the NFC right now, Eagles are number 1 seed, Rams are the 2 seed, Bears are the 3 seed, Tampa's 4. The wild cards are 5, 6, 7, Seahawks, Packers, 49ers. Right outside, 8 Lions, 9
And the
Panthers.
Carolina Panthers.
10 Cowboys. I don't think the Panthers are going to stay around there, but
But shout out to them, bro. I haven't had them have a winning record in God knows how long.
it's been a while. So yeah, shout out to them, but I doubt they stay in that contention, but they're there right now. But yeah, man, the Chiefs have some work to do.
Well, we're gonna start off with their game, Justin. I think they're gonna lose to the Colts, and then it's gonna be DEFCON 5.
Oh, you think they are?
Yeah, dog. If it's the Colts are coming off a bye week too.
Is Jonathan Taylor healthy? As long as that man's healthy, you might be right. As long as he is healthy, I don't know what the Chiefs are going to do against him.
You're gonna have to stop him. This man, last time he played before the bye, he had the three tutties. This is that. They still got my man, another good white man, Tyler Warner.
Tyler Warner,
Like he's hard body. Daniel Jones, as long as he plays within the offense, they're 8-2, man. Like it is. We're in the world.
It's that Arrowhead though.
Oh shit. 4:25.
Nah, it's a 1 p.m. It's a 1 p.m. special, baby.
Okay. I still think the Colts can. We're in a world where the Chiefs are fighting to get in the playoffs and the Colts are fighting to potentially get a number one seed.
But I will say, Fox has a doubleheader because it's Eagles Cowboys, so that's really the 425.
Okay.
The 425. Okay. So Romo and Nant's going to be here.
Yeah, that makes
this
sense.
Is the A team. This is where they're going to be at. So this is the marquee of the 1 p.m. window.
Got you. Yeah, I think if the Colts coming off a bye, Chiefs tough loss, but the Chiefs know they don't really. I know you said there's still a lot of
the
football,
Chiefs
but they have no
win
room.
This game. Yeah,
there's no room for error for them. They can't be losing no more for real.
If it's me, I'm going all out. What's the Chiefs schedule looking like? If I'm the Chiefs, I'm going all out in this game. Fuck the Cowboys, honestly. and then we're back with AFC teams. So this is a game that they have to bounce back and win. Like
it is,
this is the one they need. This is the one that they desperately are going to need.
Chiefs favored?
Of course they are.
Oh, see, I might have to lay the button. Gotta take the Colts, man.
It's 3.5 right now. So Colts plus the hook.
Like,
I don't know if it's going to stay that way though. PFF has the Chiefs as their projected line as -4 as -4. So they're saying the Chiefs can cover that. Implied coverability would be 52% to Chiefs.
I'm stay with the Colts. I'm assuming I know you said you're going with Chiefs because they gotta win.
They got to, man. I gotta go with Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got
Fair.
to.
No, I don't.
He's still good.
I don't disagree. And then this one too, Steeler and Bears. You just said it. Aaron Rodgers he's probably not playing. I think the Bears are going to win this one. We'll put them at 8 and F and 3.
Yeah, it's just the Bears have just been bullshitting. Like they've been winning games that they've had no business winning the past 3 weeks. So it's just when is that going to slide back the other way and the Steelers finally get it? But without Aaron Rodgers on the road, the Bears are a running football team. You're going to see a lot of DeAndre Swift and Kyle McLaughlin. I said his name wrong, but you my African brother. I still fuck with you. Yeah, I'm going with the Bears too, but just be careful. I can see Tomlin getting the boys riled up for this one and getting that dub.
Bucs Rams. The Bucs have just it's inopportune that they've been in this tough stretch without some of their biggest weapons, and they still probably won't have them. And it's in the Rams. I think they pull this one out.
Yeah, I think they bounce back against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's defense is nowhere near as good as Seattle's, and the Rams have been on before that Seahawks game. They were on an absolute heater offensively. Matthew Stafford peppering the ball to everybody. So yeah, I think the Rams running up on the Bucs here.
That was it for the previews, Justin. Some winners and losers.
Let's go a winner, and we're going to keep it semi football related, but it's wrestling. Where my bookmarks I had to bookmark some shit. First of all, actually, it's going to be two Rams things.
Okay.
Shout out my guy Matt Stafford. He is finally over 500 in his career now.
Which is crazy.
All those years with losing for the Lions, but my man is 116, 115, and 1. So one game over 500, and I think he's gonna be over 500 by a considerable amount
Hmm.
after this season's over. So shout out to him, and then shout out to Sydney Zooms. I can't. I can't read, bro. I read all these comic books and can't be reading that. Shout out to Maxine Dupree, man, former Rams cheerleader. She won the women's IC title. God damn it.
Yeah, that's a girl I never thought would win a title. I'm not even gonna lie.
Same.
Like, I was dumbfounded, shocked.
Yeah,
So
former Rams cheerleader. She was out here shaking that tail for the Rams and now is winning titles in WWE.
yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah. I mean, any other winners?
Oh, so for this one, do we shout out Disney? Do we shout out Marvel? Do we shout out Daredevil?
No, go ahead.
How do we do it?
I didn't say it on the college football one. I was waiting until if you were gonna say it on the NFL. I was waiting because I could
No,
have.
no, but who do we give the props to? Just us as Daredevil fans, or
I
what?
say Daredevil fans.
All right, Daredevil fans, we are finally getting a ongoing. We've been in a drought for it's been like 3 months since the last one came out. Daredevil's finally coming back in March. Stephanie
Hmm.
Phillips is writing the book. I can't remember the artist's name, but he did the last issue of Detective Comics last month, and it was beautiful. So we'd rather have a Daredevil ongoing back. He's about to be a law professor, getting
It's
a
about
new
to be
villain,
crazy.
Anson March right before the new season of Born Again, I believe, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, right
Almost
right
gonna be
before.
right. Daredevil month. That March April is gonna be crazy for Daredevil fans.
Yeah, so we're finally back. Hopefully this young lady does not put out shit like the other guy before. I'm praying for that. But as Matt Murdock fans, as Hell Kitchen enthusiasts, in March, we will be fully back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
shout out to the Daredevil fans, the Daredevil community. Yo,
That'll be good.
yo, President me.
I was waiting. I was like, oh, if you're not gonna use that in college football, if you don't say the NFL, I'm gonna say it because that was crazy. Like
But
I was like, all right,
you already know. You already knew I had that on my.
and then the fact he's gonna be a law, it's gonna be interesting seeing him in a law professor.
I'm surprised it took this long though to even do that because that's you would think they already done that before.
Yeah, man, that boy gonna be he gonna be have to juggle class and his superhero activities. Oh, it's gonna make some good stuff, man. I can't wait to see this new villain too, who pops in, and then whenever they bring the old heads back, like when Wilson Fisk pops back up, Electra, all them. Oh yeah, like
Yeah, I'm pumped to see what it looks like.
yeah, they're gonna be eating good. I only have one winner, and it is wrestling. Come on now, 545th match on Raw, the most in WWE history. John Felix Anthony Cena Jr. That is all I have to say. 545 matches on Raw. That is a lot. And then he wrestled on his last one. So shout out to him. Justin Losers.
I think I only got one today, unless some shit pops up into my head. Draymond Green. And This is a two-parter because on Friday I was watching that game.
Hmm.
He was talking that cash shit to Wemby. Doing that Draymond irritant
Hmm.
bullshit, getting all physical and shit, like fouling, but the ref ain't calling it, like talking shit to him. And then on the inbound play, this did not count, but they threw it up, and Wemby just dunked on this nigga. Shut up, Draymond Green. And then this was last night, right?
Hmm.
Last night, you getting mad. You get mad at the fans because they calling you Angel Reese. Like, come on, gang, what you doing? They weren't calling you out your name, like actually disrespectfully, like calling you a bitch or nothing. They weren't doing that. They weren't throwing shit at you. They weren't calling you the N word, nothing. They just calling you Angel Reese because you was throwing that bitch up, missing it, and getting your own rebound, and you got upset about that. That, sir, is some hoe shit, especially the shit that you be doing on a basketball court. So you gotta hold that L. I'm sorry. Like, hey, play better then. Make some damn shots. If you don't want people calling you Angel Reese, fucking throwing that ball up and getting your own rebound. Or don't play like an asshole like you be doing. And niggas might have some sympathy for you. But we don't got no sympathy for you because you be running your mouth. You run your mouth too much. You
Yeah.
run your mouth too much to be ever crying about anything.
Yeah.
So Draymond Green not loser.
Oh, that's funny. Oh man. Uh, I don't even. I mean, I'm not gonna go into full details because that's for the people. Y'all can look it up what she said, but that's probably the most serious loser I've ever had. Megan Kelly.
Oh,
That shit you said was
whoa.
yes.
You're going there.
Come on now. Like I couldn't even ignore what you said on your last thing about all the situations that's going on. Y'all can look it up. What she said comparing ages of people getting assaulted. That's just crazy work. That's crazy work. Like I couldn't even ignore that. Like that was just too much to be ignored. Like, and you a mama girls? Come on, dog. Come on. Come on. That's crazy. That's all I gotta say. That's it. But anything else, Justin?
Nah, man. Before I start expanding on that shit, because we don't need to get into that shit.
Man, with that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Um, Shoot, you'll be hearing this sometimes this week, and then next week's the biggest football week for the podcast because it's obviously the Wolverine week and Thanksgiving on Thursday and all that. So, yeah, we'll be back. Y'all take care. Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.